I'm not the type of person who talks about a person after he or she dies. I don't throw stones at a person just because of what a person who a person is, but of what they do, their deeds. And this is as I did with Rush Limbaugh after he passed away. Regardless of how many times the Republican Party and the GOP and the MAGA want to make him into some kind of hero, I have to remind people that he was a racist monster. So too will I do with Diamond. Her real name is Lynette Haraway of Diamond and Silk. Now I'm going to read you this article by Jahan Jones of MSNBC. Lynette Diamond Hardaway of pro-Trump duo Diamond and Silk dies. A 2-minute video tells you everything you need to know about what Lynette Diamond Hardaway meant to conservative politics. Obviously, the conservative performer Lynette Diamond Hardaway, best known as the half of the pro-Trump duo Diamond and Silk, has died at age 51. The news was shared on the duo's Twitter account by former President Donald Trump, who wrote on the Truth Social that Holloway's death was a really bad blow for Americans, all Americans. Matter of fact, this is exactly what Donald Trump said about her passing. Really bad news for Republicans and frankly all Americans. Our beautiful Diamond of Diamond and Silk has just passed away at her home in the state she loved so much, North Carolina. Silk was with her all the way and at her passing. There was no better team anywhere or at any time. Diamond's death was totally unexpected. Probably her big and precious heart just plain gave out. Rest in peace, a magnificent Diamond. You will be greatly missed. Now, of course, that's from Donald Trump's Truth Social page. Wouldn't it kill you to use her damn name, Trump? Anyway, the real-life sisters became popular among conservatives in the lead-up to Trump's 2016 election for their minstrel-style performances, which saw them leaning into black stereotypes and fawning over Trump at rallies and conservative events, as well as content they published online. At times, this included rapping, finger-wagging, neck-twisting, snapping one-liners. Holloway and her sister, Rochelle Silk Richardson, how are they sisters, I do not know. Anyway, effectively became tools for conservatives to downplay the overt racism in the GOP and attack anti-racist causes, such as the Black Lives Matter movement. As prime example, Holloway was invited by former Representative Stephen King, the white supremacist Republican of Iowa, to attend the State of the Union address in 2019. This is his Twitter post. Having only one ticket, I invited one of two guests for the State of the Union address tonight. Lynette Holloway and Rochelle Richardson, otherwise known as Diamond and Silk. Diamond won the coin toss. Both will be my guest speakers at the COS this morning. I think it's important to go a little deeper into why the duel appealed to white conservatives. In my experience, when some white folks see black people performing in the ways they expect, brash, adverse to logic, snappy, it brings them comfort, joy even. Their bigotry is affirmed. When they see black people who break the mold, it's mysterious, unsettling to them. It defies their expectations. In their view, threatens their statue in the world, i.e., famous African Americans like the recent Golden Globe winner Angela Bassett, and especially people like President Barack Obama. So I think there was an exchange at play when it came to Diamond, Silk, and the GOP. The two offered up their dignity in exchange for popularity, all to give mostly white movement the joy of seeing them shuck and jive. Diamond and Silk parade their right-wing popularity into a TV show that they were hired to host on Fox News' digital platform in 2021, but they were ultimately cut after repeatedly using the show to spread COVID-19 conspiracy theories. Ironically, they suggested systematic racism may have been the reason for their removal. I think the following video, is the best summation of the stereotypical black caricatures both women portrayed for the overwhelmingly white audiences. Keep your eyes and ears open for a few things to watch. You'll see Trump telling Diamond to do a little routine, at which she does exactly that, bringing out the finger wagging, neck twisting, and with black women whom Republicans came to know and love. And you'll also note a black woman in the audience who seems to look away when this happens.
How great? How great are they? How great are they? I turn on my television one night and I see these two on television. I say, they are the greatest. What is it? They became an internet sensation. I hope you've monetized it a little bit. Do you want to do a little routine? Come on, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm glad that the media can see us and all. See them? There they go.
There they go. I see them. I see them.
I want everybody to know
Yes.
that we stand behind Donald J. Trump.
Yes, we do, baby. Yes. Yes.
We support Donald J. Trump.
Yes. And we endorse
We endorse Donald J. Trump. And this is going to be our next president of these United States.
Yes. Yes.
Oh! The silent majority has spoken, baby.
Yes. We've spoken.
Don't get it twisted.
That's right. Tell him to build that wall.
Now listen, he gonna put that wall up.
Yes, he is.
He gonna build that wall.
He gonna build it.
And he gonna build it tall.
He gonna build it tall.
And it's gonna protect us all.
He gonna protect us all.
We don't want this country to fall, do we?
No, we don't want it. No.
Build that wall, Donald J. Trump.
Build that wall. Woo! Build it.
How good? How good? What people? What great people? Okay, let's take another.
First of all, Mr. Jones, thank you for that article. And for the uninitiated out there, you just got your first look at who and what Diamond and Silk are. Now, again, I'm not the type of person to kick dirt on a person's grave or trample over a person's grave. I don't do that. But I'm not going to allow the GOP, the right wing, Fox News, or anyone out there to try to romanticize what this woman was. Now, I am sorry that she's dead, but let's not forget who she was, just in the same veil as we can't forget who Rush Limbaugh was. This woman had unbelievably destructive hatred towards African Americans in this country, or more to the point, African Americans who didn't toe the Donald Trump line. She has an incredibly destructive hatred of anyone who didn't support Donald Trump or the acceptable Republicans out there. And she's almost in the same veil as Kanye West, Only I don't think that she's anti-Semitic. She was anti-Semitic. No, she wasn't. At least I don't think she was. I hope to God she wasn't. But it just makes me wonder why in the world does the right wing support her? Unfortunately, they do, because she's one of the acceptable black women, thanks to her support of Donald Trump, or the former white supremacist congressman that I mentioned earlier in this video, Steve King. Let's not BS each other about what this woman was. In the time that I've done my research on both Diamond and Silk on Facebook and Twitter, they are just vile. Now, I'm not trying to say every black man, every black woman should be the same, but at least we have our dignity. I mean, look. Let me give you a small example. Ice-T, rapper, actor, author, spokesman for our car shield. He was a gangster rapper going at that time, coming out. Next thing you know, he's in movies. Next thing you know, he's one of the longest running actors on a television series, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. He's on commercials with Nature Boy Ric Flair and other celebrities on Car Shield. For Christ's sake, he's on Heading That Cheerios commercials, exercising in a yellow freaking jumpsuit. Now, this is the person I would not expect to be like Diamond and Silk, because he has a little bit of dignity and honor. Diamond and Silk sacrificed it. Diamond especially. When you look at that video, and that video was back in 2015, mind you, before Donald Trump rose to power and became president of the United States. My God, these women, they represent everything I despise. I mean, they're just and this is a black man talking, mind the way. I'm an African American. And this is everything, the negative stereotypes that every single white person who supports Donald Trump has a label to me. I don't support Trump. I must be a criminal. I don't support Trump. I must be a drug dealer. I don't support Trump. I must be a thug. I don't support Trump. I must be a rapist. If I'm supposed to be accepted by becoming like Diamond and Silk, hell no. I'll be what I be, and you can call me anything you want. But I am none of those things. And I'm not going to compromise my integrity, my dignity, to be like Diamond and Silk just so you can give me so I can get a pat on the head by Donald Trump. I can get a little mention on Truth Social in the positive way for Donald Trump. I can get a television show on Fox News, which is nothing more than a damn entertainment show, entertainment network. I'm not doing that to myself. Hathaway sacrificed her dignity for Donald Trump, for the right supremacists, for the right wing. That is something that African Americans cannot afford to do. It's bad enough that we as an African American culture have to actually grit our teeth and move forward. But we can only take so much pushing and prodding. And dare I say, these two clowns, Diamond and Silk, they're not the only ones that compromise their personal dignity just to be accepted by the quote unquote white establishment, the quote unquote good boys network. Kanye West is a perfect example of that. And his career has been completely annihilated. I mean, putting aside for the fact, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a television network. I don't have a television show. Oh, I hope to one day. Maybe. But I'm not going to compromise my integrity, my dignity to get there. These two did. And the only reason why they were pulled off the air is because they repeated a lot of BS about COVID-19. The same BS that the Republican Party is praying, just praying to find, but they won't find in this new Congress. Anyway, I'm sorry that Hathaway's dead, but let's not pretend that she's something more than what she is, a hateful, destructive shill for white supremacists. And she should know that. See, what gets me about this, I'm going to close this video out because I ran too long. What gets me about people who let themselves be used by anyone, not just by the right wing, by the left wing, by the Democrats, by the Republicans, at some point you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? At some point you have to ask yourself, what am I sacrificing from what I'm getting now? Diamond and Silk, Kanye West, African Americans in the GOP have sacrificed too much for themselves to get everything. And maybe that's a trade they can live with. Maybe they can look themselves in the mirror and say, I did the right thing. Because I got money, I got applause, I got TV shows, I got people clapping for me, I got stadiums and rowdies clapping for me. But what is it really worth it? If I could look Diamond and Silk in the eye, if Diamond were still alive, if I could look them in the eye and ask them, was everything you've done for Donald Trump to advance the cause of white supremacy in this country that is already a clear and present danger to this country, was it all really worth it? Was it really worth it? Sacrificing individual dignity for money, for applause, for Trump. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.